Hi there and welcome to this episode of Dori Talks. I'm Dori Soukup and today we are focusing on your guest relations department, or as you may call it, your receptionist department. But do me a favor, from now on call it guest relations because it is one of the most important positions within your actual facility. But here's the fact. A lot of people think that this is an entry-level position and they just hire just about anybody to answer the phone. And that's where the problems begin. So I want to start by asking you a question. Have you actually listened to how your guest relations team answers the phone? Or how about this? Have you watched them check someone in and check someone out? Well, your team is leaving a lot of money on the table. And today we're going to discuss 6 shifts that you can implement in your business to help you improve your guest relations department. So again, welcome to this episode of Dori Talks, and let's go ahead and dive right in. I was a secret shopper actually recently, and prior to me going on location, I always like to call the place and reserve an appointment. So I have heard over the years some very interesting things come out of the receptionist's mouth. In this particular situation, the receptionist informed me that they did not have any availability, and she told me that she would look into it and call me back. Well, I thought to myself, well, that sounds nice. So I waited and waited and waited, and 3 days went by, and I still did not get a call back. So needless to say, I was very disappointed. Other times, your receptionist would only reserve what the caller was asking for. And that is why I say most of them are order takers, not revenue generators. So God forbid they might recommend an additional treatment option for their guest, or even bother to reserve a head-to-toe consultation so your providers can actually recommend an entire program like we usually teach that would lead to thousands of dollars instead of hundreds. Also, receptionists allow guests to walk out empty-handed without retail products because they were not trained or didn't have systems in place to follow. I see this type of conduct and behavior over and over. And those practices, you guys, are costing your business thousands of dollars each day. So the question is, have you trained your med spa reception team? Do you have systems and structure and manuals and training modules to help them develop their skills and do a great job for you? Sad but true. In most cases, we see this missing over and over. These examples that I just shared happen daily in your facility and others. The fact is that the reception team, or like I mentioned, call it the guest relations team, has major control over how much revenue you could be generating in your business. Yet most medical aesthetic owners view this position, as I mentioned earlier, as the lowest position in most medical spas. So the question is, how much money is your team leaving on the table due to the fact that your guest relations department is not structured properly and that the team is not trained on how to be more productive and effective in their position? This is why I'm doing this Dori Talks. You should be saying enough is enough. It's time for change. So I want to invite you to discover the following 6 shifts to transform your medical aesthetic reception department and begin seeing performance improvements. So here we go. Number 1, structure the guest relations department for maximum achievement. Structuring the reception department properly is a key success principle. Begin by identifying your vision, your mission, and your values. Clarify the team's responsibilities by creating or having detailed position descriptions and expectations. If you don't have position descriptions for your guest relations, you'll find them in the manual that we have. You need to share with them their roles and why they are so important to the entire operation. Share the business model. I'm amazed how many don't know what they're trying to accomplish. They need to know your business model and how they actually contribute to the success of the entire operation. Number 2, set goals and targets to reach higher revenue. Well, often when we start working with medical spa reception teams, we ask, what are your monthly revenue goals? How many appointments do you need per day? How much should each client be worth? Or we ask, how many consultations should you reserve per day, per week, per month? And the list goes on. Often, they don't know. They don't know. Why don't they know? Because you, as the leader, did not set goals and expectations with them. So as a leader, it's essential to set monthly, weekly, and daily goals with your team, and you've got to hold them accountable to produce. And then if they don't produce, it's time to cut your losses and say goodbye. You can't just keep holding on to bad performance, right? Absolutely. So number 3, choose the ideal team. Some leaders think, I just need someone to answer the phone. How difficult can that be? Well, that thought process is very wrong, my friends. To me, the guest relations team holds a very important position within your medical spa. They need to have a great image. They need to be good communicators. They have to have the ability to make recommendations and enroll guests into your med spa membership program, and more and more and more. They are truly key players. So I want you to look for charismatic people with great attitudes for this important position. Make sure you recruit and hire the ideal candidates for this position. All right, let's move on to number 4. Implement the 3 C's. Okay, you know I'm big into systems, and having systems and structure for the team to follow will provide accuracy, consistency, and growth. When the team is trained on the 3 C's, your department will absolutely soar. So what are the 3 C's? Well, the first one is called management. The second one is check-in process. And the third is the checkout. These functions are essential components for this position. Just take call management, for example. You invest money into marketing to cause your phone to ring, right? Then you might have an untrained person trying to manage the call. If this person is not trained, the result is a low conversion rate for call to appointment. Often, leaders don't even track how many new calls they receive per month and how many full consultations were actually reserved. The phone is a great sales tool. It works for incoming and outgoing calls. Some InSPAration Management clients have call centers, and we help train their team on both incoming and outgoing calls so they are most productive. This is your sales center, you guys. I'm often shocked by how many leaders don't see it that way. Then there's the check-in and the checkout process, where more missed opportunities take place. So the 3 C's can make or break your business. It's time to train the team on how to fulfill their professional obligation. Number 5, maximize revenue through membership enrollments. Many leaders have great intentions when they create a VIP program. But in most cases, the program is collecting dust because no one on the team presents it or enrolls people in it. Well, this position requires great communication skills and the ability to present treatments, products, and of course, enroll your guests into your VIP program. So here's what happens. One time I was on location. I was standing near the reception department, listening and observing the process. A guest walked up to check out, and the receptionist asked, "Are you a member?" So frankly, I was shocked that she was asking them this question. If this receptionist was properly trained, she would have known to look in the software system to see if the guest was a member or not. She should have known that way before the guest even checked in. It should have been handled in the morning meeting. Instead of asking the client if she was a member, she should have had a totally different approach that would have been a much more effective way. She should have said something like this: "I noticed that you are not a VIP member, so allow me to introduce you to this amazing program we offer." If this team member also had a target of how many VIP enrollments to achieve and a bonus program to strive for, she would have been much more productive and she would have achieved a lot more. So do you want to teach your team how to enroll guests into a membership program? This is a big missed opportunity. So we have this brand new program called actually the Copy System. You should definitely get your hands on it. And it teaches your team how to actually present the membership program and be able to enroll people into it. But not only that, it also teaches you how to set up a VIP program in case you don't have one. So it's a great training tool for you and your team. All right, let's move on to number 6. Increase retention by delivering a great guest experience. Here are the facts, you guys. Today, guests have many options. There is no shortage of anything. That is why the guest experience must be top notch. Again, the guest relations team play a key role in the entire guest experience. From the minute the phone rings to when they actually walk in to check in or to check out, the experience should be planned out. You need scripts and systems that will set you free. The guest relations team must know their roles within the experience itself. So you need to train them on what they need to say, how they need to say it, what rituals they need to be doing, and how to anticipate the guest's needs and deliver that great wow experience. Educate the team about the retention rate. They need to know how to track it and why it's so important to exceed the guest's expectations. Improvement starts with you. As a leader, you are responsible to provide your team with the proper training and to set them up for success. So I want to ask you to erase old ways of running your reception department by implementing new and effective models that would lead to success. The one component we see missing over and over when we start working with medical spa owners is the lack of training material, especially medical aesthetic business training material. Few med spas have training programs for their teams. Usually the training consists of the new person shadowing a teammate who's ready to leave with all their bad habits. This is a very bad idea. The best practice is to provide the team with training tools to help them succeed. And again, I'm talking about business training tools. I'm happy to announce that we just revised the entire guest relations department program. It's all brand new. And I'm doing a preview webinar about it next week. So I want to invite you to actually check it out and join us. It has in it everything that your team needs to help become as productive as possible. So when you implement everything that's in the guest relations department program, you will see a major improvement in your team's performance. So we are super excited to have you join us for this great webinar that we're going to have. It's called 6 Shifts to Transforming Your Reception Department. So you can see the link below to register and to join us. On this 1-hour webinar, I'll be giving you an overview of what is inside this brand new and revised program so you can arm your team with what they need and make the necessary shifts to help you elevate your success. Stop losing money. Start making a difference, because your guest relations department can definitely make a big difference in your team. So having this investment in training them and arming them with what they need will definitely be a major improvement for your performance, and you're going to be much more successful. So I look forward to seeing you on the webinar. If you have not subscribed yet to our YouTube channel, make sure that you do so, because we publish a Dori Talks once a month, and we also publish a Meet the Experts episode once a week. So make sure you subscribe, ring the notification bell. We are always putting out great content to help you improve your business. So if you like this video, please share it and leave us comments. We'd love to hear from you. And make sure, again, you subscribe, and I will see you soon. Until next time, stay inspired.